Good time zones, everyone, and welcome to Tuesday, in which I have just discovered that one of my monitors is at a horrific angle and I can't see everything properly. It's going to be one of those days. Also, I'm fairly sure the bot wasn't listening when I told the stream what the title was, and immediately said it was yesterday's title. Either that, or I forgot to press the done button. Yes. Oh well. No, it's the bot. Awesome. It's always good when the universe is not catching up with things. Welcome, everybody. I see we've got quite a few people. We've got Frauke arriving with Minecraft-sized blocks of chocolate. A 1 meter cube piece of chocolate, and you've got several stacks of them. Definitely agreeing that chocolate is a fantastic thing, and that's a lot of it. Welcome in. We've got a blast and a raven. We've got me scrolling down quickly. We've got a true purple and a super fast Fagalicious. Shadow Sky, TGM, Cosmic. Have I caught up? I think I might have caught up. And apparently the eye watches even to my private world. Well, I think the eye watches something, because I notice we now have bingo bags. So I need to have a look at those tomorrow. Later, tonight, at some point. Who knows? Good. I at least managed to get the right set of overlays loaded. Not the worst of things. We're now returning to Crouching Scotsman, Hidden Ravager. I hope not. I'm fairly sure I know where the Ravagers are, and none of them are hidden right now. I just looked at that and panicked and thought, why is there an open enclosure? Oh, that's a derp. I forgot how many Ravagers I don't have. So some of Right. Brain is non-functional, which is always a fantastic start. Last week we built. Last week we finished building this. I think it took us 2 weeks. I've lost track. There may have been something else that went in the bin. It needs to check bingo bags tomorrow. The rest of your night is going to be spent on number nomming, to which you're not necessarily. Ooh. Yeah, that doesn't sound good. Although, that said, number nomming. Is that basically where 7, 8, 9? At which point 7's a cannibal. Oh, goodness. That's one of those. Excuse me while brain can brain. In the intervening time, I spent a little bit of time. We actually have a tunnel that runs all the way through, ready for us to turn into a racetrack. I've also got my game settings too quiet. There we are. I wondered why I didn't hit my rockets. It's always a good start, really, isn't it? So, yes. We now have a tunnel. That's not what we're going to be dealing with today. Today we're going to be working out something that looks approximately like the design for the racetrack. But of course, first we're going to need to find the... First, we're going to need to increment the splat counter, apparently. Do I have gold? Yes, I do. I need far more powered rails than I have, however. And I can never remember what the recipe for powered rail is. 6 gold, 1 stick, 1 redstone dust. Fortunately, I have redstone dust? I know that's more redstone dust than I have gold for, but hey, let's just go with a start here. That's not much powered rail. That really isn't much powered rail. I have 2 gold ore and 12 deep slate gold ore. Right. Okay, so apparently our first order of business today is to go to IKEA. Hold on. You might be right there, Raven. I thought I might have had some gold blocks. Perfectly adjusted landing. Adjusted for what, I don't know. Notes down, nether roof gold farm. I don't have one of those. I have 47 blocks of gold. Thank you, Raven. I also have no clue what I'm doing. And that still only equates to 48 but honestly, that's a good start. Oh, it's nice to know that Raven actually is paying more attention to this than I am. Which is not that... Actually, I need more... I have stick. And apparently I need to stretch and hydrate. Which is just as well that I panicked just before stream. I was not ready. I did not have a... do we have a clue by Fortune? It's more likely to be a clue by Raven command. Alright, first, let's stretch. Oh, that's it. Good start. Okay, so apparently I am heavy on the popcorn today. And a hail hydrate. And welcome in, Inari. Also, one thing that did make me laugh, oh, that's a bit better, at the weekend, apparently the off by 1 errors are not entirely my... Oh. Squeak, snap, and scope, dinosaur fossils, TGM's just seen the latest announcement of a Lego model. I saw the pictures. It's enormous. It's a good 2.5 feet long as a full T-Rex dinosaur fossil. To which my brain just went, 1 meter. Okay, so 3 1/3 feet long. That's just... wow. That's what she said. 45-ish inches. That's definitely a length. There you are. Now you can have a proper "that's what she said" joke. Hey, Chris, welcome in. I looked at it, and my first instinct was, upon reading things, 1, does the head differ at all from the head that you could buy just as a head last year? And 2, why? It looks too big. Oh, hold on. I'm a derp. I really need a few more things before we start on this. Ow. Right. Have a good luck, Blast, and take care of yourself. I know that you're dealing with interesting and ridiculous things right now. I'm gonna bring these and these. Don't need to bring a bed because I have a spare. And a perfect landing. It's a perfect one point landing, mostly because I'm only going to give myself 1 point for it. But hey, it's better than 3-point landing, in which you do wonder. If you do badly with too many of those, you might lose your license. And I'm going to put away the dirt that's been filling up my inventory. I was holding on to the dirt for a reason. That reason was going to be, I'm hoping that the 2 spruce trees will grow so that I can actually do something with them. Notably, get more podzol. And we have a Chimecho in chat for people. What? Ooh, okay. Apparently my Stream Deck is no longer able to send messages to chat. That's a bit of an oops. Skull does differ, but seems to be about the same size. Stream Deck. Do you have an issue with... Oh, okay. Apparently the connection to Twitch is unknown and stopped. That would be unknown and disabled.
Remember all the happy times we had?
Twitch is deprecating... Excuse me? Twitch is deprecating chat commands in early 2023, so to ensure that the auth token... What? Oh, well, apparently... Lovely. Apparently my connection is using some out-of-date mayhem that Twitch have decided is no longer functional.
Remember all the happy times we had?
Lovely. That said, I also appear to have no overlay... Interesting. Is my overlay... Did the Pokemon escape? Yes. Maybe. Oh, I don't know what's going on.
Alright. I'll tell you the truth.
Okay, that explains why there's a... Fake caught it. Well, at least somebody caught it. I was trying to mentally figure out why there was a question mark on screen as opposed to an actual Pokemon. Here we find Scotsman in his squirrel state, completely flustered and losing track of what he's doing. Another Chopping Tuesday. I am not Pixel Riffs. But I do need several billion tons of podzol because this track is going to need it. And if we're going to be able to build stuff, we're probably going to need to do a little bit. Right, that gets us that. Right, where is my silky smooth? I've just realised I took the dirt out of my inventory. So, I have made a mistake. Again. let's gather the pods all. Go and find some dirt. And remember that... Well, that's a lot of tree and... Well, that's a lot of... That's a very tall tree and not a lot of leaves on it. Okay, that's the version that I was... I was trying to come up with a way of saying that wasn't going to be as dodgy as Sneg. It it didn't work, did it? I succeeded, but the tree is still an oh my event. Lovely. Even Minecraft is deciding to be to push the limits of family friendly here. Basically, that tree is all wood, no leaf. And I guess that means we have to leave it alone. Or leave out all the rest. Would it be easier to tear down a spruce forest biome if I need... Probably. Except I'm not entirely sure I know where one is. I also find it useful to just do this a little bit while I'm here, because eventually what I'll do is I'll just let the last tree grow and then use it, the podzol that it's generated in the track as the track, which is why I've been slowly increasing the number of trees that are growing in this area. Oops, that's not a 3. Mega Tiger, which are fairly rare. Ugh. Yeah, da, 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 da. Yeah, da, 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 da. Yeah, da, da. I mean, to be honest, at some point I also need to put in ground level for this track. This is where having a pile of ender pearls would have been useful, but apparently I'm not carrying ender pearls in this world. Ah, I remember, because we used them all for testing the ender pearl teleportation system. Derp. You know, one of these days, I will fail to squirrel. Today is not that day. Oh, they're back over. Hibbity. I still have those 4 stacks. I just don't have any in my inventory. Because squirrel. And derp. And all good things like that. Oops. I will need to remember where that light used to be. I should also get some sleep. Before this place becomes infested with things that want to kill me. Other than chat. If only there were a beacon to help with the chopping. Alderbar, you look an awful lot like Superfast Feg this evening. How have you managed that? I'm going to get a lot of Jip until I... Jip is not a word I should have used. I'm going to get told off by you lot regularly until I actually sort out a beacon, aren't I? Is this basically the on my list of first I need a wither skeleton farm, then I need a gold farm, then I need an ender because I don't have one of those either. Then I need a large amount of death as I attempt to kill a wither without cheesing it. Then I need to set up a wither cheesing farm. At which point I might as well set up a wither rose farm while I'm at it. Is there anything else I've missed off of my scope creep list? I mean, that's a lot of scope creep. Stay on. How much scope creep can we get into a single racetrack? We've barely even started, and the scope creep is already 7 items long in in all 3 dimensions. It's always good when your scope creep list goes into multiple dimensions. Dripstone lava farm for the obsidian. Mental note: don't give people more ideas. Beacons seem like too much for me to work. Shadow? I agree. You may have noticed I don't have one. Ooh, that accent. Right. I have a dripstone lava farm, it's just not very big or loaded. Yes. Yes. I have in fact, I have several. I can think of at least 2. There's one underneath the mine. There's one underneath IKEA, and I think there's one elsewhere, but I can't remember where the third one is. But yeah, there's definitely one under IKEA. It's not immediately... Oh, Caldera. Okay. I built a dripstone lava farm at the Caldera? Really? Oh, yes. So I did. Not many people do know about the IKEA one. There's a very large project space underneath IKEA that is just used for acquiring materials. And it's not something that you... Well, actually, you did see it briefly. I will admit to that one. You did see it briefly. Because that's the cave in which I collected my 3... the Slimers from. 3 blind mice. Not quite. It's where the Slimers came from. Let's see. So I need to put in 3 squashed slimes. 3 squashed slimes. 3 squashed slimes. Scots didn't know how to move them, so he sat on them and killed them and wondered why they died so much. And everybody complained at him about those 3 squashed slimes. Ahem. Let's see. Tree group. I'm trying to work out how I want to do this, which is usually a statement that goes well with this. So I need to put a track in for the villager. And then we need to have a racetrack section for the 4 Ravagers, and then we need to have another track. I'm just trying... wrong fillings for a chocolate block. Very much so. That sounds like the sort of thing that would result in Dumbledore going, alas, squashed slimes. Yeah, double villager track rather than a center. Ooh. You know, a single one down the center might make more sense. Might have messed up my numbering if I do that, but... yeah, why was I doing this as... oh, because it required... it... So to do a center track, we've got to have a 3 wide section... that's not 3. Wow. That didn't even count to... okay, so you got your track down here, and then it's 3 for a Ravager, that, 3 for a Ravager, that. 1, 2, 3, Ravager, 1, 2, 3, oh. Might have just made that an off by 1 error as well. All over again. Given that was a very rough guess as to where to place the track, if that was only an off by 1 error, that's going to have been shockingly surprising. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. Wow. I'd like to place things properly. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's actually... that's doable. That is very doable. It's going to mean an interesting track design, but hey, why not? Now, the thing I was trying to work out is, what should I be doing for materials? Don't mind me adding this... oh, yes. I kind of gathered that was what was going on, Blast. Don't worry. I was more surprised that I managed to come up with most of that in a way that actually sort of held together on the fly. I wasn't expecting it to work. So... given that this is the problem. We only have a very small amount of design hints for pillagers. Basically, we just have their towers. Also, I didn't realise that there was a doggo in this area. I was about to say, those bees look like they're stuck, but I don't think they are. I mean, we could go with the sort of mossy cobble base. Are woodland mansions pillager? I guess they could be, because they've got illagers and all of the other bits. Where's my notebook? Needs a lot of crossover references, etc. Oh, you're kidding me. I don't have... apparently... I love this. Apparently my notebook has Woodland Mansion and then a blank line next to it for the coordinates. How do I not have that noted down? That is not helpful. Right. So this is where we go for... no, I know exactly where it is for OK. It is at 1828 minus 831. Also take directions from their other signature weapons, axes, crossbows, and the banner. That is definitely a thing. Right. Never underestimate the power of being prepared in other ways. And no, I didn't just make up those numbers. I borrowed the fact that I can... 8, 3, 1. There it is. I'm showing 0 dropped frames, so I wonder if that's Twitch being twitchy. Okay, okay. I can do something with this. I do hope it was just Twitch. Right, let's see. I didn't bring any dark oak down with me. Fortunately, dark oak is something that I do have in reasonably good quantities in one of the enclosures next to the... Oh! Next to Loquacious Fox raiding us. Welcome in, welcome in, raiders. I do hope you are all well. I hope you've had a good stream. If you have a moment to let us know what you're up to, that would be absolutely fantastic. If you need to raid and run, do take care of yourself. Self-care is important, particularly after a stream. You find me today starting work on a Ravager racetrack, or at least some of the design elements of it. Wow. Cutie, cutie. If you're going to... You just watched the fastest hour in Minecraft. Quite speedy. Welcoming quite a bit. Thank you for my boobs, cutie. Built a tree, attempted a speedrun, and died. Oh. Speedruns can be evil like that. Here's my dark oak. I knew I had some. Don't mind me, I'm just checking up on my Ravagers. How far into your speedrun did you manage to get in before your death, though? Right. Thank you very much. I'm particularly fond of quite a lot of my... Oh, an hour or so killed in a bast. Ah, that's a shame. That's quite a way in before you got booped by it. Right. One of these has moss in it, and apparently it's the last one I'm going to look at. I may still have to go to IKEA today. We can work around it. Right, so what I'm thinking here is this is the point where we have a good meeting, Raven. That's not what we have. Where we're going to have our villager hiding from the Ravagers. So let's sort out that bit. So we're going to have a poor unfortunate soul hiding here from the Ravagers. And then they will be sent off down the racetrack with Ravagers in lanes 1, 2, 3, and 4, chasing them all along. Whee. Oops. All along here, round the corner, back, etc. But what we need to do is come up with a style for this bit of track. I think the volunteer might be uncertain about their volunteer state. Dan Dare the Villager. More like Duck Dodgers, I suspect. Of the 24th and a half century. My inventory's full, isn't it? Yes. Yes, it is. Why is my inventory full? Oh, probably because I've got several stacks of track and so forth. And, oh, I picked up loads of dark oak, didn't I? Braveheart the Villager. Oh, I'm not sure that... that's an interesting choice. Right. What I am going to do is turn these logs into a pile of sticks. That's right. What a guy. And then we will turn these into dark oak fences. That's a good percentage of dark oak fences because bizarrely... Right. And then what we can do is start bringing in so oh, I can never remember, are fences transparent to mobs by way of can they see through them? Part of me is like, I need to go back to my right, hold on. Where is... Hello, dragon. Welcome in. Okay, so we did test this all with fences. Our test track uses fences. That's alright. Dude, you're getting tested again. What inspired the Ravager racetrack? I'm not actually sure. It's one of those... We were having conversations and it felt like it. Hail hydrate. Chat. That too. Effectively, that is the plan. It's just going to get a little bit confusing after that. And that stretch as well. Scott's contempt for their own mortality. Oh, that's possibly not too far off either. Okay, so I can get away with using fence posts. I wonder if I can get away with other things. We'll find out later. So I'm looking at the wooden mansion and seeing these bits where they've got this over the top of a window. I'm wondering if that might make an interesting track shape. So if I were to do something like this. Oh. Apparently I have an off by one error. Oh, how did I manage that? Starting to wonder why these things didn't line up. I started in the wrong place. So if I could do that. And then over on this side we can do the same. I'm just going to use a little stone brick here. And we do this across here. And effectively that starts bringing in the style of the wooden mansion. And then what we can do is we can have a quick nap before it gets too dark. I love the way that I'm putting tons of detail into a racetrack. Well, we did need something. Actually, let's just use these. And for those attempting to catch anything, everything, and all of their Pokemon, we have a Wimpod. That is a Wimpod in chat, and I don't have Twitch connections. Oh well. This world has 3 full years and 50 odd days on the clock so far. This area of the world, which now that I've done a lot of looking at things with the camera count, I'm going to bring the camera count back. This area that we are working in, Marshall's Posts, probably. This area has been running for 14 months, give or take. Actually, no, sorry. Yeah, no, 14 months. There have been a few periods of going elsewhere and quite a bit of squirreling. But it does kinda take up a few hundred chunks. There is a small village that has been built in the distance that is failing to load right now as well. It's mostly impressive just through sheer dint of I've spent 14 months on it, and that does tend to cause a build to look pretty good as a result of just having the scale and the time that's been thrown at it. But thank you. I can certainly see that my skills have changed an awful lot since I started. These buildings in the middle, for example, are very early. Whereas these buildings up at the top here, this one is our most recent build. And the style, yes, the style has changed because it's a different area, but equally my amount of detailing has gone off the charts. As for how do I stay motivated, chat. Chat has been very, very much responsible for me staying insane and motivated simultaneously. So it's all their fault. Let's see. Here we see a classic example of early Scots, with all the hallmarks of that period. Later, we will experience just what goes through a squirrel's brain when they wonder whether or not they can overdo it any further. Let's continue to watch and see just how insane they can get. Right, so what I'm thinking is that I should have kept the camera count over where it was, because I can't remember what I was looking at already. I also can't remember where the camera count... There it is. For more information on late Scott... yeah, that's very late Scots, aka 3 AM Scots. We don't talk about 3 AM Scots at this time of day. I don't have a stone cutter down here. Do I have... Oh, that's fine. I've got other materials instead. No, I need a stone cutter. And I've left my job block chest up in the temporary storeroom up here. Right, stone cutter. Much better. I love the way that this bundle, which is my random useful things, has blocks of emerald, but not a stone cutter or a... It will in future. At what point in the future, I don't know. But it will in future. I'm starting to wonder if this might be too over the top for the middle of a raid. I don't need you. Right. But then it's not going to go very far, because once it gets into the tunnel, I'm going to cut back on some of the detailing. Because, well, actually, am I? I don't know. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go for sort of 5 gap. Is that a 5 gap? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, it is. And... I need some more stone brick. Thankfully, excavating the tunnel for this track has resulted in a large amount of stone. Hello, Moscow Hosco. Welcome in. Oh, that I just wanted to be stone brick. No, that's a complete waste of brick. Let's try that again. Hello, Elkhorn. Happy Tuesday. This feels a bit big for for the bit with the villager in it. And Elkhorn is on a 95 stream streak. Elkhorn, put some clothes on. But thank you very much. It's just... So it would be, say, that... I know we've got maths for how far apart and how many of these there need to be, but we'll sort that out at a future point as well. So... Well, we could turn that into a viewing stand. Oh yes, that might make more sense. Hey, math girl, welcome in. Did I miss the end of a stream? Yes, apparently I did. Whoops. Oh well. I can close that tab. How did the tree build go, Math Girl? I snuck out, but it was looking fantastic. Right, let's start blending segments of style. Hello, Mad. Welcome in. Let's also find the fact that my inventory is absolutely steamingly full. That doesn't help. It goes. I am attempting to work out a style for my racetrack, which is definitely not a overly convoluted, highly insane, slightly ridiculous build involving 4 Ravagers and a villager in a minecart. Have a good... Thank you for the lurk, Math Girl. Ah, no. I need to raise that by 1. It would be here. And let's get some... Not quite finished, but getting there. That's fantastic. It did look like it was... I loved it. Trees are fun at the best of times. That's not going to help. And Mad is on a 7-stream streak. Thank you for that, Mad. God, so many people streaking through chat today. All streaking is welcome. That sounds wrong. Oh, actually. Ooh, that's a bit wider than I was expecting. That might be a bad idea. Moment, I'm just going to keep that as fencing. I might change this into iron bars at this point, but I need to work that one out a bit better. First we need to have a basic design, and so far the design isn't very solid. Welcome back, Raven. How are the meetings? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I do this in 5s, we can have that might work. Yes. Oops. Just the one. Ah, okay. No. Oh, one. One. Oh, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not reduced this very much, but what we can do is now take out this row of these. Treat this as a walkway over the top of the villager. So you can have a walkway here. I might need some half slabs to go down the middle here. Let's find some half slabs. Every 10 or 20 is a... That makes sense, Raven. I was thinking of having... iron bars every few blocks, but a birch fence might make sense as well. Ooh, hold on. Do I have any wood? No, I don't. I'd like to have a repeating pattern that actually has a midpoint. So if I do 5... I think that would mean I need this to be one longer. Because then that doesn't work. Huh. How did that not make that a mid? I was hoping this would become a midpoint, but that doesn't work. Okay, that was completely a mistake. Interesting thing, I want a midpoint here, but if I do that, I'm gonna have to... Oh, that might work. Let's take this out. You're right, Raven. Absolutely. But what the problem is my starting point for the pillars is off, I think. Lotus, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. There, that gets me my midpoint. Because then I can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm glad it works, because I have no idea what I'm doing. This is that phase where I don't quite know what I'm planning yet. I think we all know those phases. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, out of curiosity, 1, 1, 1, 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, I don't like it either, Raven. I may be swapping these for something else in the very near future. At the moment, they're just... I'm using them as counting. I'm not entirely convinced. I don't even like them hitting stairs. So, I'm not sure. I'm not sold on the stairs yet. I may have to make those solid blocks. And even equally, if I do make those solid blocks, these might become walls. But we're going to have to double check that walls don't break the line of sight too much. So it'll probably be something more of this. It's probably going to be more like that. And then this is going to be our marker, because that's a 10 block distance marker. Let's quickly check if that's going to break things. So I'm going to grab... It doesn't really matter what wall we grab. I'm just going to grab one. Whoops. I just need to know if this is going to mess up our line of sight too much. Right. Test. Go. Survey seems to suggest that doesn't break their line of sight. They're definitely chasing still. Let's check when they get back to that end. Do 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 do, yeah, da da. That's good. It did not break their line of sight. I don't know why I keep going to quit game by accident. So, we can use this. That also means that I can sort out the fact that I didn't like this and do something like that here. And suddenly that becomes much more like the pillager, like the mansion. Where's the front door for the mansion? It's here somewhere. There it is. Ah, the Guild of Cartographers have been here. I recognise that banner. That's our Guild of Cartographers banner. We haven't done much with them yet, have we? That is a future of scope creep. For those who are wondering what the heck I'm talking about, we have a little bit, another section of lore in this world, which is the Guild of Cartographers. Well, one would hope, Feg. One would hope. The idea being that they've marked areas of interest in the world, and those areas of interest, with those banners actually show up on maps, because those banners are named, and named banners show up on maps. What we might do is add in, and yet is very much a specific term in this one, isn't it, Raven? Have some nice noms, Lotus. Right. So what we can do is then combine these elements with the elements of the towers. I may turn these into red ones at a future point with crimson woods. I like the way that I made all the half slabs and then never used them. Oops. What I might do is then later cover this in carpet or moss carpet or something, as a way of making it both mob-proofed and more interesting. It's interesting bit of auto mod there. Ravager and or race sponsoring. About 2 months at this rate, Railcorn. Glass down the center. Are you thinking glass along the middle here, Raven? And then you've got walking section here. Oh. Yeah, the Ravager separator hasn't been sorted out yet. It's got to go along here. Some spoof Top Gear-esque sponsors would be excellent. Oh, very much so. I do need to work out what I'm going to be using for this line. Part of that comes from working out what the rabbit... Oh, you meant over the rail. Oh, here. Oh, you mean to track the villager, so instead of having the half slabs have glass here. That might be useful. So you can watch the villager. Yes. Yes, I see your point. Quite literally, given that you can see through it. Tish. That was nearly a splat. That's not my... Where is my chest with glass in it? Ah, there it is. I mean, it does mean that it's a bit further... Whoops. No, it's not bad. That works. I wonder. Under those circumstances, would it make more sense to... Why are those half slabs? And why is my inventory full again? It's been 2 minutes and my inventory's full. Go figure. Why am I still carrying 3 pieces of pale moss carpet? Under those circumstances, would it make more sense to do... No, not that. That's silly. Hello, Glam Pixie. Welcome in. How are you doing? This, however... Today on reasons that I wish we had glass slabs. Ooh, that's another reason to check out that. No, that doesn't work at all. Well then, apparently the Wandering Trader has decided that he needs to come swim and visit us. Get yourself a new phone because your old phone was OS 10. Nice. Hello, sir. Ooh, mini chiseled bookshelves, mini unlit redstone lamps, mini crafting tape. Ooh. Oh, mini diamond blocks. Sir, you are carrying an awful lot of very interesting things that I wish I was in the mood to buy. But I'm going to ignore you because I would rather get some work done. What am I thinking? Who knows? Yeah, da, da, da. What we could do is then do this. Excuse me, why are you that way up? Who knows? So you seem to be very, very much interested in trying to get my attention. And we have a grow leaf for those who are paying attention to their Pokemon today. Right, hold on. Before I annoy the living daylights out of myself. There. It's just as well I don't plan on raising any of those. Oh, is it a growl leaf? Ah. Growlithe. That actually looks fairly interesting. I quite like that. And what I might do is then so what we could do is at this point and this point oddly I never got into it. Feg. No, that's a terrible idea. Going through so many Pokeballs in Pokemon Go, trying to relearn the throwing. Your phone is so smooth. That is always the problem with a change in technology like that. It suddenly behaves differently, and you have no idea how to use it. There. I'm assuming that's Pokemon Go, which I did get into. And then I got out of, and then I got into, and then I got out of, and then I got into, and then I got out of. And eventually I decided that it was probably safer not to keep going back and forth. So what I'm thinking is I can probably put a roof over the top of this. And basically turn this into a... Well, that's starting to look quite good. It's got the right feel. Sal! We find... Right. Our next problem is... What should we be doing along here? Anchor the base of this, and with an inventory that is this full, it doesn't feel like I'm going to get very far. So let's put away some of this. Let's not put away that. That's kind of not a bundle that should be going in here. Right. Let's put a cobblestone on. That's not cobblestone. Right, one of these had, there it is, tough. What I'm thinking is a mix of tough brick and tough might be a good foundation. If we keep it light on the tough. There. Sir, would you mind not dangling your llamas in public? It's very distracting. Here we find the dangler at work yet again. Right, I need to replace all of these anyway because they're in both the wrong place and the wrong place. Or is that the wrong place and the wrong material? Right, I need a lot more of the cobble in the foundation. I might split the difference. Or if we use cobble and tough. Or mossy cobble and tough, rather. We have many incidents of the Wandering Trader dangling llamas off cliff. Because they are a derp. And they don't like their llamas. We're pretty sure that... well, I'm pretty sure that the Wandering Trader is secretly attempting to train their llamas for bungee jumping. Probably without a bungee at this rate. Oh. Sorry. Didn't realise. Right, let's put that back in there, and I had some stone brick walls. Did I use them all? That's what I've got you lot for. I've got chat for many, many things. Chat is awesome. Also comparable to the other chant, Gem is great. Right. Sir. Take the hint. Don't make me take the other hint. You're more gremlinry than anything else. Gremlins have their place. Granted, it used to be that gremlins' place was in the microwave. But that's a different problem. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't count. It's getting there. Now we can put the dark oak fence back in the right places. This one might change to being something else, because that's going to be our distance marker. And I think what we'll also do is investigate using... oh, those shouldn't be there. I may investigate the use of banners as distant markers as well, but I don't think we can... well, actually, if we hang a banner here, it's not going to interfere, because it's that the actual hitbox of the banner is all the way up there rather than down here. Okay. I need stone brick and mossy cobble and Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Birch and Crimson would be more interesting. Yes. I suspect Crimson will probably end up being introduced because it is the colour that we've been using an awful lot for Pillager. And thus, it is part of the ongoing Pillager style. Wow. Some days you just can't place a block. Right. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4 gates. This one. Oh hey, I've got 5. Useful. Hello, Urban. Welcome in. 2 stairs. Might actually use it. No, that's not. I'm pondering the use of tough as a slight variation in a couple of places, but we will get back to that. Oh, I should have picked up. Why didn't I pick up any more logs? Right, come here. Let's get the logs in. Right. Then it's 1, 2, 3. Fence gate. Yeah, done. Fence gate. That. Nap time. Or not. Here, we find the Scotsman waiting for the wandering trader to suddenly vanish. There he is, so that he can work out when he's able to sleep. Yep. Okay, this is starting to feel more... You're in Turkey. Oh, fantastic. That's the holiday that you were going to go on, wasn't it? Please ignore the wanton murder. He annoyed me. I think I need another block in height. Look at that. Man and squirrel. Was Saturday or is Saturday? As in, have you just had it or is it just coming up? Coming up. Oh, cool. Well, I hope you have a good birthday on Saturday when it arrives. Okay. This is... Hello, Ginger. Welcome in. Happy wiggling. Right, I'm going to put these back in here. I'm going to temporarily put those in there. Those in there. And apparently, thank you, Microsoft, for doing a Windows Defender scan while I've been streaming. 10 PM here. Goodness. Had not been forgotten, ye Pokemon. I don't know what. Right. I need. Do I want to do this? Yeah, why not? Let's. I didn't crash. I didn't crash. No, that's not the one I'm looking for. That's the one I'm looking for. I may have to spend quite a bit more time going and having a chat with some fishermen. I need to get more fishermen. I am doing okay, Ginger. How are you? Didn't you have you have something coming up this week, if I remember rightly? Is that not the case? Or blah. Is that still coming, or has that happened yet? Slightly fed up. It's tomorrow. Well, I will keep my fingers crossed for it to go okay, Ginger, and hope that it goes okay. And slightly fed up of liquid diet. Very understandable. I do not want to make spruce pressure plates. I would like to make spruce trapdoors, please. Thinking here is and Ginger's on a 3-stream streak. Thank you, Ginger. Oh no, I was thinking ahead. So then I want to go to half slabs. Well, that's going to be annoying. Unless we do that. No, just the one. And then a stair, a stair, a stair. Half slab. Hem. You never saw that. It never happened. Gonna have some seafood chowder in a little while. Had some honey, carrot, and coriander. Staying with a friend for a couple of days afterwards. I hope that it will all be okay, and I hope that you'll come out of it feeling okay, Ginger. like so. And then I would be trapdoor and trapdoor. Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine, Ginger. It's just, well, we definitely have to, we definitely want to keep our Ginger in good condition. Right. That works. That works. So that'll sort of alternate. Oh, that doesn't work. I have failed to take into account that this is not alternating quite as much as that. That's a 15 block alternating section, except for one problem. I was going to go from that straight into another one of those, which means this is wrong. Derp. Derp, 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 derp. Sorry. Look after yourself, Urban, and have a great birthday if we don't see you soon. How are we going to do this? That's annoying because that, as a unit, would be fantastic. But it's a 15 block unit, and I was trying to do it in a 10 block unit that repeated. The problem is, I really like that look. What would be the problem with me doing a 15 block unit? Absolutely nothing, really. I could quite happily just do those repeatedly. It means it's got that for longer. Let's have a look at what it would be like if we had that for longer. Means these are wrong, but that's not the worst of things to take out. 2 by 15 is 30. It absolutely is, yes. That's not what I was looking for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Come with me.
2, 1, 2. Interestingly, that brings that straight to that section of the point where the cliff comes in, and might be quite good. Because then we can use the stone section to blend it a bit better. Ooh, that might work quite nicely. Let's grab... Oh, I've only got one more dark oak fence gate. Well, we've got quite a bit more dark oak and a load of sticks. You see, Chris, that there's one thing about sanity failure. I have to have had any sanity for it to fail, don't I? Ooh, this is going to be an interesting one. Oh, we are going on a squirrel moment. Thank you, Ritsu, for making life interesting. We have to go and recruit a Ravager. Oh, this is probably going to hurt. Oops. Let me just get a couple more bits into place up here, and then we will go and do that for you. Thank you so much for hanging around. Oops. Oh, no, 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 no. Ah. Oh, no. Oh, we have a problem. We have a problem. That is a problem. Okay. Dang it. Right, let's go and recruit a Ravager and let my brain partake of some sitting in a corner weeping. No. Nope. That one. I need a name tag. There's one. Yes, it is an OBO curse, and I am cursing. Because that means that it's not actually a 10. That now changes it from being a 15 to a 14. And that really ruins it. I will have to have a think about that one. But first, we need to recruit a Ravager for Ritsu. Here we find Scotsman passing. Yep. Yes, still incapable of behaving with gravity, aren't you? I'm trying to remember. Did I leave a... Well, what do you know? I did leave an anvil here. Should the K be capitalized or not, Ritsu? You've not got it capitalized in your redeem. Not. Thank you. I didn't leave an anvil. I left 2 anvils. Yes. Apparently I left myself quite a bit of planning. Before we go any further, let's actually update our paperwork so that I know what I'm about to die to. Yes, gentlemen. There's Ritsu. He implies singular. Yes. Uh, 250225. Yeah. Okay. Let us go and get chased by a Ravager. But first, I need to bring the camera counter up. Oh, actually, let's just bring the camera count straight into a cliff. Because our first port of action is going to be Ravager jettisoning. Ravager. 724 points start recurring. Oh, well, thank you for redeeming quite so many, Ritsu. Let us... Hold on. Oh, okay, it's... That was interesting. I was looking over at the camera count, and there was an interesting bit of brown visible against some of the background, and I thought there was a doggo, and I was like, how did a doggo get into the pit? But it wasn't. It was a going down. piece of... I'm not sure if it was dirt or... Forgot about that. I forgot about the emotional support chickens. Hold on. I'm fairly sure we didn't name it because we didn't have any name tags available at the time. But we now do have name tags, and therefore we really should name the emotional support chicken as well. However, it might be emotional support chimkin. Because chimkin. Mother clucking. No, no. Just emotional support chimkin. There we are. Emotional support chimkin. Right. Now we need to go back down into the pit. Right. The gates are closed, aren't they? Yes, that's good. I'd hate to send a Ravager up and then end up... Have I mistyped? Dang it. What I am noticing is off to the right there is a there is a pit that is rapidly filling up with creepers and endermen. Right, you get named. There you are. Now we have the emotional support chicken. Right. I will not name you until you've reached the surface. I have learned not to do that. The fungus was not among us. Go! Fly! Oh, oh, where's the Ravager? There it is. Okay. The Ravager has reached the surface. The Ravager has reached the surface. And has now been named. I don't have a bed to hand, and the sun is setting. So, first order of business, make sure that I don't end up too far from a bed. Chocolate gave you an afternoon. Get real foods, not a meal from scratch, but something easy. That sounds good for okay. Right. Okay. That is open. That is open. So, my escape route... I'm just checking my escape routes. Always check your escape routes. Be certain to know where your escape route is. Your escape routes are here, 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 and here. Our Totem of Undying is successfully loaded. Let's bring the camera count up so that it has a perfect view of me running away for my life. Okay. I hate this bit. Run! Come on. Just keep chasing me. Are you here? Hi. I still think that you've gotten faster. Right. You see nothing. You have no clue where I am. That it looked like it went smoothly. My heart rate is currently being registered as being, oh yes, you have one. That's weird. Currently it's registering at 70. That's surprising. 250225. That's almost, well, it's not a pallet. Well, no, it's not a palindrome, because it would be 52 to 2052. But either way, I need to close the back gate. I've just realised. Thank you. Hello, Truck-kun. That did go remarkably smoothly. Surprisingly. Here, on the grassy uplands, we see the majestic Scotsman, running for his life. His pursuer, although superior in stamina, doesn't possess the cunning of his wily foe, and soon the hunter becomes the hunted. The squirrel has taken its victim. Squirrel! That one is epic, Feg. That one is very epic. Now, I heard a leaf being destroyed, but I don't know which it was. Oh, I see which it was. Somehow it was that one. That's not too bad. It's just one leaf. Or so it would seem. Is the Ravager... Ravager? Is the Ravager really caught? Or just biding their time? It depends on whether or not that one learns to fly over the fence gate. Dear God, please don't. Right. It was this one. Oh. That doesn't help. Give me that back. I should have placed it against that one. Hello, Mythical. Welcome in. And thank you for 5 months of subscription. Has I been killed by a Ravager? No, surprise, not today. Although I have just recruited a new one. We've just added Truck-kun to the family. And they're a feisty one. They are very feisty. This is what happens. I have to run for my life every so often. Wow, look at that glare. That's a glare that is like, I'll get you next time, Gadget. Except it's probably more, I'll get you next time, Squirrel. You mark my words. I have a question. What does being isekai'd mean? Because it's not a term I actually understand. And now back to the off by one on the racetrack. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to remember. Oh, heck. Alright, let's see. When you're isekai'd, you get brought to another world via either reincarnation, you died, or a summoning truck. Oh, thank you. So if 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's going to be 14. I need this to be here. I also need the materials back in my inventory. How about Tron? That one I recognize. I recognize that reference. I get that reference. Grey area, but could technically count. I think it counts. But I'm not entirely convinced I get the casting decision here. A Ravager can run through that gap. Actually, no, they can't. How tall is a Ravager? I know we've tested this and know the answer repeatedly. They're 2.2 blocks tall, aren't they? This is a 2 block tall wall or gap. There ain't no way a Ravager's getting through this. Front door if your restaurant opens to another world on Saturdays. 2.2. The width doesn't matter. It can't get through here. I can decorate this however the heck I like. Because I can step in. I can step out. I can step in. I can step out. Granted, I'm getting those backwards. But the Ravager can't. And with a 2 block gap here, there ain't no way that a Ravager can get close enough to boop a villager. They can see them, they can chase them, but they can't get in. No, I'm thinking, can they get through and murder a villager? If I don't bother fixing that gap. And the answer is, they can't. So the thing that was worrying me was this gap, because it's nearly a 3 block wide gap here. And I was thinking 3 blocks is wide enough for a Ravager to get through. But it doesn't matter, because it's too short. so I can keep my pattern the way it is. And suddenly, all of my problems have disappeared in a puff of magic smoke. What? No chicken. And we have a hail hydrate. Thank you, Feg. And we have a Bidoof in chat. And let's... Oh, up we get. Up. Ooh. And a stretch. Everyone remember, it's not the appropriate life. It's disappointed that Twitch didn't mark the 11th. Ginger is souping with seafood chowder. Ooh. Right. I was using these and these. And I need more of those. So that I can make more of these. And I've still got the campfires in my inventory. So that does. Ooh, good catch, Lotus. Welcome in, Blackclad, and thank you for the streak. Don't mind you, just sneaking into the barracks after a party with some of the SLA and the Squirrel Space Force. Welcome in, Squirrel Space Force Commander Blackclad. Right. I need 2 trapdoors. 2 trapdoors. 3 flaming mayhems and a Scots that's about to set himself on fire. One of those. 1, 2, 3 of those. Those. Whoops. That was not the right thing to do. I should have looked to see if I had any. Actually, I can probably do that quickly. Any Crimson Fence. Do I have Crimson Fences? If I do, they'll be in one of these. Oh, hey, I have 10. That's enough. That's enough to get me started. Let's have a quick snack before I throw myself off this cliff. Right, and so what we were thinking was introduce some crimson as our mile markers, or our 10 block markers. Will be mostly working, but wanted to say hi. Thank you for the lurk, Blackclad. Always good to have you in, and Yes, welcome into the Squirrel Space Force. Okay, that works. And those are 15 blocks apart. So every 15, it's 15, 30, etc. Except it's not 15, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, etc. It is a... I think that one probably doesn't count, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Oh, these markers are going to set everybody off. Oh, but they're good markers at least. I quite like the look of that, though. I really think that as a central section with a Ravager bait running down the middle. So the Ravager bait will run down the middle here on a rail. Have a good look, Lotus. And by doing this, we've got this area at the end here that we can expand a little bit and have the villager quite safely cocooned in somewhere. Looks cool, who cares count? That's exactly what I was thinking, Shadow. I was very much thinking the rule of cool is going to apply here. If it looks cool, I'm not going to care about whether or not it is a specific number. Right, let's see. I would like to... aim better. Wow. Just can't get the range. Something tells me they're going to be out of range before I get my target shot. Am I even hitting them? Am I even close to hitting them? No. Nowhere near. Have I considered moving closer? It's not really worth it. They've just despawned. Hello, Bo. Welcome in. Oh, well. After all that, they disappeared. Probably for the best. Should be that. And then... how am I going to do this? No, that'll work. Except that's the wrong way round. And now that's gone forever. Oh, it really is. That was one of those, have I considered moving closer? Yes, but where's the fun in that? Hello, Landstrad. Welcome in. Crichton wonders why humans don't have a zoom mode. We do. It's just terrible. Where's my trapdoors? Do I have any trapdoors? I have 2 trapdoors. 2 trapdoors is not enough. Time for more. If you can feel pain, you're alive. And, or if the government is taxing you, you're alive. You have yet to hear the government taxing someone not alive. I would consider that statement to be possibly debatable. I'm fairly sure that they will attempt to tax somebody after death. It's called inheritance tax. I mean, they're not necessarily taxing the person who is dead, but, well, they sort of are. What about the undead? Yep. That looks pretty good. And it has that sort of pillager outpost style. That was the look I was going for. Because what we can then do is continue it quite a bit longer. Why am I extra squishy? Am I extra squishy? I don't think I am. Oh. Because I've got only a helmet and leggings on that are netherite. And gold booties. I really keep meaning to swap the gold booties for a gold helmet and have netherite booties instead of ones, and have gold helmet. But I think it would end up balancing out in the end anyway. I keep the gold booties on because I wander through the because I roam through the nether quite a lot, getting between places, and I can never remember to swap into gold booties on the way through, so I just keep them on. I can very much understand why on other servers we have the ability to combine an elytra with wings. I meant with a chest plate, but hey. You have gold booties, favourite right now because they've got Frostwalker and it was from the loot chest. Ooh, nice. Only level 1. Level 1's better than level 0. Right. I'm wondering if I can make something. Let's see. Do that. Then Which way round are these trapdoors? I think they're this way round. Yes, they are. So they need to add armor to the wings, make it gold trim, counts to heaps. They really do, Shadow. I so totally agree with you on that. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, a Vulpix. This one, I just saw something moving out the corner of my eye. Hello, oldie. Welcome in. Did a ton of working on the mail and the mall. Oh dear. Come on. You have a fully enchanted set of gold pants for nether use. You rarely wear them as you're never in the raw nether anymore, only in the tunnels. So, basically, Ginger had... Nope, moving on. I was about to say Ginger basically has a golden subligar. But only those from Doom and Cuteness might fully understand the comedy of that statement. Did I run this all the way through? Oh no, I took it down at this level. Ginger has the dancing pants. Yes. Dancing pants. I caught it, but I didn't catch it as a shiny. Hashtag not happy. I wanted a shiny. I wanted a shiny Vulpix. How are you doing, oldie? I need to see what I'm doing. Right. Oh, I'm out of half slabs anyway. Can't always get what you want from Mick Jagger. Absolutely. Doesn't mean I can't be here. Can't complain about it though. Human nature. That's not what I was looking for. There we are. Doing good. Just sitting and waiting very patiently for your new PC to be delivered today. Yay, new PC. That's the sort of thing that is never easy to be patient about, is it? Three? So 3. There's that there, and then I can place 3 of these down the middle, and that there, and that there. And what I might do is place one of these on either here and here, here and here, to give it a little bit more of that. Oh, I've gone 2 on these. Okay, that's probably why this doesn't feel right on this end. There we are, that's better. That's an off by 1 error. Why is that an off by 1 error? How is that an off by 1 error? And of course, off by 1 errors. Ooh, that's feeling much better. I like this. This is definitely getting to be the feel that I was looking for. Particularly as it's a good way of protecting our poor, innocent voluntold as they race through the middle of the track. No, you're kidding. Really? How did that happen? That's not fair. I have one question, though. Should these be strict logs? Oh, we'll name bait when we get to the point where we recruit them. We have time for that one. Another poll in Discord. We have a long time before we get to that. There are a good few weeks worth of work on this track still. Will the bait be a nitwit? Ooh, I might have to try and find one of those. Looks like a nitwit is definitely on the list then. This does not feel like 2 hours worth of work. And yet I know full well it absolutely is, because it is entirely totally the situation that one would find itself in. Yes. All of the amount of detail work in trying to come up with the design here is very much 2 hours worth of work. Plus, we got a new Ravager. This is the thing. Getting our initial style is the hard part. Repeating it is the boring part. We still need to do the track segments for the Ravagers themselves, and we still need to work out what this should be designed as. Yeah, getting this to a decent shape is very much the difficult part, isn't it? Right, I'm going to pick up my ender chest, because I have a habit of forgetting where they are. I'm going to put down all of this. The reason I'm keeping the ender chest is I'm going to need to go and get some more. What are they called? The doohickories that campfires. That's the word. I'm going to need to get some more campfires overnight, if possible. I will change those out for something better at some point soon. Right. Let me get to a safe spot, and then we can see what this looks like in Pretty's mode. Turn that off as well. Right. It is time. Okay, that looks pretty cool. That looks pretty cool. It's got a lot of work to come, but it's going to really, really be a good center point for this track. What makes them camp? Campfires are... Oh, dear. Can we see a nitwit's eye view flying through the portico? Tree! Screech! Wilhelm scream. Straight through the trees. And eventually we get to here, having been chased all the way by Ravagers. Because they're flaming. Dear. Oh, I love that view. That is a nice view. However, if you're seeing this view, you are probably about to have a Ravager eat your face off, because they will certainly be in the middle of the you will be in the middle of the Ravager track, and that's not a good view. However, how does this look from up here? Oh, that's gonna fit nicely. It's a nice view, which is good when it's almost the last thing you'll ever see. Yes. Waitrose? Waitrose? I'm lost by the Waitrose statement. Posh seats. Ah, yes. Will this be a spectator sport? You don't want to be a spectator in the sport, but there will be a few viewing points, such as this, for watching the race from. From Lidl or Aldi. It's for Fortnums. Lidl is in the Frozen Archives, and Aldi is all the way over in Gordonstein Ward. Petitions Mojang to add hampers. we have an Aldi, well, Aldi. Where is it? See? Aldi. Because sometimes you just have to lean into all of the bad jokes that chat give you. I forgot what this view was like. Have a good meeting, Raven. Yes, I should be wrapping up, but I'm getting distracted by looking at things. It never happens. Absolutely. All the time. Best of both worlds. Scots can use the chat's content, but still grumble about it. Frequently. Frequently. Lurk, stuff and things and us. Right. However, Tesco is a supporter of Lidl. Every Lidl help. Oh, on that pun. Thank you to everyone for joining me. It has, as always, been absolutely fantastic having you here, even with the bad puns and pushing me to the chaos and mayhem. Thank you to dang it, name. Loquacious Fox for the raid in, and anyone who has hung around from that, thank you so much for actually hanging out. It is, as always, fantastic to have had you here, and absolutely fantastic to have everybody who started here. I will be back again tomorrow at my usual time, 2.5 hours previously to now, where we will be carrying on all of this mayhem and continuing to try and figure out how the heck to make this work, because there's a lot more to do. I'm a little... It's interesting that almost everyone I would normally raid out to is offline at this point, which doesn't help. So I guess we might not be raiding today. Well then. I hope everyone has a good time zone. I hope everyone has a fantastic evening. Take care of yourselves. Don't be too much of a gremlin unless you have to have a snack after midnight. And I will see you all again soon. Mama Melissa's street. How did I miss... Oh, there she is. Goodness. Well, there they are. I will raid out to Mama Melissa then. Thank you for pointing that out. Oh, and Blackclad just started. Oh, well. If the Squirrel Space Force commander is there... I didn't... We have to head for the Squirrel Space Force commander. And I don't have a Twitch message. Ah. Dang it. I don't have my... There we are. I need to work out why my Twitch integrations aren't functioning. Good grief. Right. I will send us on a raid. Why is my following list not functional? Please excuse me while I complain about Twitch. I don't see a Blackclad. Ah, there. Hey. Everyone take care of yourselves, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.